Hi, welcome back to day 29 in the Light the World, Build the Kingdom challenge, where each day we're asking God for one thing that we can do to light the world, to make the world a better place, and then acting on whatever inspiration comes. I found this really cool quote by C.S. Lewis. I always like C.S. Lewis and what he has to share. And he said, "Friendship is born at that moment when one person says to another, 'What? You too?' Or, excuse me, 'What? You too? I thought I was the only one.'" So that moment where you're like, oh, I'm not the only one that's this way, that connecting point, and that's where friendship is born. I love that quote. And how does that relate to lighting the world? I think one of the best things that we can do to light the world, to make the world a better place, is to take the time to listen to someone else and to have some empathy toward another person and kind of put yourself in their shoes and find that common ground. And when we do that with each other, there's a bond that develops instantly, just like C.S. Lewis said, "What? You too? Thought I was the only one." So how can you do that today? How can you do that with the teen in your life, or the kid down the street, or a sibling, or a lady that you meet in the store? How can you listen for that common ground and, help people realize that, hey, I get where you're coming from. And even if you don't, I had something happen last night where I was just hit a wall, like emotionally, physically. I can't do another thing. I'm exhausted. And my husband, he's more extroverted, so he doesn't hit those introvert walls as much as I do. So I'm sure he probably didn't really relate on that level, but he could relate to being exhausted and what that felt like. And he was just supportive and just let me be that in that place and wasn't judging it, like, what, you can't keep going or whatever. Just allowing people to be their unique selves and understanding them in whatever way you can. You may not, he doesn't really know what it's like to be an introvert, but he does know what it's like to work until you're at exhaustion point and you just got to rest, or zone out. So how can you relate to the people around you today? How can you give them a listening ear? Try doing that today for the Light the World Challenge, or if you feel prompted to do something else, do that. Y'all take care. God bless. Have a wonderful weekend.